Morning, brief status update. It's Friday the 14th of August 2020, and so if you're watching this live, great, and if you're not, then I hope it's a great recap. But yeah, I'm Andy, and my little tribe of heels are being awoken early this morning because, and when I say early, it's 3:45 currently, because the UK government issued a notice saying that from 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, that's Saturday the 15th of August, there'll be a quarantine placed upon anybody coming from France into the UK. And yeah, we need to go and spend 2 weeks that quarantine period getting some stuff sorted. So we are about to make our journey back to the shuttle, the Eurotunnel, because the only ticket we could get when we moved ours from Saturday morning was 10:30 today, and that's French time, European time, and yeah, that means that we need to leave our place here, which is about a 4-hour drive, in about 15 minutes ideally. So it's dark, as you can see, and we haven't had much sleep. Too wired last night, and filling out passenger locator forms as well as trying to rebook tickets. And I mean, you know, we are so grateful that we have been able to do that. But so we head for England shores, and don't know what, with the Netherlands closing as well for Foreign Office. Yeah, sorry. Well, anyway, with the Foreign Office mandating non-essential travel to the Netherlands and France as well, so only essential travel to go to those places. Does that mean we cannot leave UK shores again? We don't know. We don't know what impact it will have for our insurance for our journey. Is this the end of our European adventure? We'll find out. Well, having slipped through by our whiskers, having slipped through the French quarantine requirements by a day, well, not even a day, by hours, and having spent an amazing time in England, we really just kind of resting, recovering, restocking, seeing friends and family, having good done to us. Here we are now at the ferry terminal at Harwich again, waiting to take on the next leg of this crazy European adventure through the pandemic crisis that we find ourselves in. Yet the way is drawing us through once again. We can only stay in England, go back to England for a couple of weeks at a time because of the way our insurance works, and yet most of the borders are closed. Go to France, insurance is invalidated because of the FCO travel ban. Go to Holland, the same is true. Belgium, well, that kind of rules out many places, really, doesn't it? So what are we doing? Well, the ferry behind me, the Stella Britannica, is going to take us to Holland, and then we are going to drive through Holland all the way to Germany, not leaving our vehicle. We're tanked up with fuel, we're ready to go. We just need to go past, and yeah, then we are heading out. We haven't entirely sure where we're going to go yet, as ever. We're just waiting to see where the way will direct us to find a place to put our heads for the night. We're hoping for a campsite in Germany. We have had a few conversations with some, and it feels like there's some good options. So not far from sort of Essen area in, I think it's Rhine-Westphalia. So I may have not pronounced that well at all again. But yeah, so there's a bit of excitement. The girls were actually exciting. It was hard leaving. It was harder leaving this time, I think, because we were going into the unknown last time, and now we're going to a bit of a known unknown. Only, yeah, the virus is growing again. It's, you know, there's what we call this second wave seems to be going through Europe, so we don't know where we'll land up again. But we're grateful to be leaving, and grateful that we had the time with our friends and family. There's such a great recharge, such a great time. But yeah, we'll see where that ferry takes us in a few hours' time. And so here we are in Germany, Western Germany, just about 20 miles east from Cologne, and about a little bit north of a town called Lindlar. We are in the hill country here. It's about 300 meters above sea level, beautiful rolling hills behind us. But yeah, we had a great journey. And in fact, we had a little bit of a bump just as we left the ferry, going through some very, very, very awkward speed bumps, but very, very, very slowly, as to not to knock our water pipe. And then what happens, of course, we knock our water pipe. But we didn't really know that until we got to Germany and discovered it was hanging off its bracket. But you know, there we go. We had faith it would be okay. We had faith that we'd make it. We couldn't get out in Holland, so we just drove on a couple of 100 miles and crossed the border. Really simply. It was a long journey though. It's about 4 hours, but only about 3 till we hit the border. But actually, other than a short stop for a wee, that was it. We carried on. The girls travelled fantastically. We are blessed to be here, and yeah, we see what happens on the next stage of our journey.